just okay. Okay, fine. એક વખત હું બોલીશ ને પછી like Lalitaben, you can repeat after I like do it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put you on mute for the time being. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loye Savvasahunam. Eso Panchanamo Yaro, Savva Pavapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savvesim, Padamam Hoi Mangalam. Okay, Lalita Ben, you can start. Mute karo just. Lalita Ben, you will have to unmute first and then speak.
Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Uvasayanam, Namo Loye Savvasahunam, Eso Panchanamo Yaro, Savva Pavapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savvesi, Padamam Hoi Mangalam.
Yes, good. Trupti, tame bolo હવે એક વખત. And then next time Bindi and Veena auntie can speak.
Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam.
જો એક જ મિનિટ, જો
yeah.
તમે like words એકદમ perfect બોલો છો. હવે ટ્યુન આવી રીતે છે. First 3 lines in one breath. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam. Now from after the third line you go and then you take a breath. Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loye Savvasahunam.
Okay. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loye Savvasahunam, Eso Panchanamo Yaro, Savva Pavapanasano, Mangalanam Cha Savvesim, Padamam Hoi Mangalam.
Good. Okay. I will give you the recorded version if you keep on listening to it. Or tune beswaman.
Tune basic is correct. Yeah.
Just sorry, like Nilamanti upar jao on. Okay, now look. In Gujarati we have got like small E and big E. Now if you look at Namo Siddhanam, if you look at Emma small C che. It is not C, it is C. એટલે this is all written for a reason કે બધું exact માત્રામાં થાય. આનું ભી એક આખું સાયન્સ છે. અને જો આપણે સિદ્ધાણમ બોલે ને, so that is wrong. અને actually ઉચ્ચારણ એનું બરાબર નહીં થાય. હવે આયરિયાળમ જો like by mistake બોલાઈ જાય ને, તો એ બી it will be wrong. Because like it's like English. If you write BIT, it is bit, and if you write BEAT, so it will be beat. In the same way કે આ જો C ને લાંબુ C કરી નાખશે નમો સિદ્ધાણમ, એનો આખો મીનિંગ બી બદલાઈ જશે ને. માત્ર ઓલું જે મીટર હોય ને, મીટર મીનિંગ દેટ એટલું ટ્યુનમાં બેસવું જોઈએ, એ ટ્યુનમાં નહીં બેસે ને. જો ટ્યુનમાં નહીં બેસે ને તો એનો ભાવ નહીં આવે, અને ભાવ નહીં આવે ને તો એનું like basically જી આપણને એના like the good karma that we should be accumulating ઈ to the maximum ની આપણને થાય કારણ કે જો ભાવ ની આવે ને તો so the main point over here is કે આ like બોલવાથી ને એક ભાવ આવવો જોઈએ એટલે આ બધું એક exact ઓલું શું કહેવાય perfection માં બધું like લખ્યું છે. Now આપણે for example, this is just an example, not that anybody made a mistake, but this is only an example. Namo siddhana, like if we say namo siddhana instead of namo siddhanam, ek khali like dot pi like ભૂલી જાય ને બોલતા તો એમાં ભી આપણું આ ઉચ્ચારણ બરાબર નહીં થાય એટલે એક like beat a letter, beat a matra, beat a dot, ઈ આપણે બધું into perfect like first we should learn the word and then we should learn the tune, and so that is the reason that the like pronunciation has to be perfect, like totally perfect, because this has been written like thousands of years ago by Acharya Pushpadant, and at least we should aim to make it like I would say 100% perfect. Okay, now let's go to the other book, and then we come back to this book, Jain Siddhant Prashna Uttari, the one this is a new book. You can just yeah, this one, yeah. Okay, just go down. Like starting ma ઘણું બધું છે અત્યારના we will not do that, we will like do it as like time passes. Okay, where is it? No, just go down until I'll say like there'll be a title, Laghu Jain Siddhant Praveshika. Just keep on going down. Okay, here, yeah, Sri Laghu Jain Siddhant Praveshika. Namo Riyantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loye Savvasahunam. તો આ પંચ પરમેષ્ઠી છે, અરિહંત, સિદ્ધ, આચાર્ય, ઉપાધ્યાય અને સાધુ. સો પહેલા આપણે લોકોને નમસ્કાર કરે છે એટલે ઈ પહેલા લખેલું છે. Now the first question, વિશ્વ કોને કહેવાય? So this we have already done. છ દ્રવ્યના સમૂહને વિશ્વ કહેવાય. It is the togetherness of the 6 substances. Now we can't say that there are 5 substances, or we can't say that there are 7 substances. It is not in number, but it is the types. Like there are 6 types of dravya. Because if you want, you can even write this down, because now this is a new point. The total quantity of jeev. Okay, first let's name the 6 dravya: jeev, pudgal, dharmastikai, adharmastikai, akash, and kal. One more time: jeev, pudgal, dharmastikai, adharmastikai, akash, and kal. So there are 6 types of dravyas. They are in like quantity, they are anant, but these are the 6 types of dravyas. Now let's look at the quantity of each. Jeevni quantity in the entire universe, if you wish to write this down, you can write it. It is infinite. Jeev actually like Siddha Shila ma bhi anant che. Ane ek, if you take a potato or an onion or a carrot, any underground vegetable, in the smallest point, meaning like just a point of a needle, etla point ma anant che jeev. એટલે એટલા બધા જીવ છે, like જીવ meaning atma, soul. There are infinite souls in this universe. Now the next one is pudgal. Pudgal meaning matter particles. Matter particles, there are anant. હવે જીવ તો અનંત છે, પણ પુદ્ગલ એના કરતા અનંત છે. એટલા બધા પુદ્ગલ પરમાણુઓ છે, એટલા બધા in this universe, એટલા બધા પુદ્ગલ પરમાણુઓ ભરેલા છે. Then dharmastikai means ether, and dharmastikai in quantity is only 1. Adharmastikai in quantity is only 1. Akash is again anant, Akashna pradesh. Akashna smallest unit of space is called pradesh. So the smallest unit of, like one more time because this is new, the smallest unit of space is called pradesh. And that pradesh is in anant. Yeah, like it is actually this universe is phenomenal. Etla bada like anant, like akash pradesho છે. અને કાલ દ્રવ્ય, કાલ means time. Time are unlimited, અસંખ્યાત છે. એટલે લોક પ્રમાણ છે, ખાલી લોકમાં જ છે. લોક પ્રમાણનો meaning that, see, in like when you take akash, you can divide it into two. You can just close this book for a second so everyone can see me. Yeah, just a second. Okay, fine. So in this universe, there are infinite jeev, Pudgal, there are infinite. Etla bada, like Pudgal che. I mean, infinite obviously has got no end. Even when we say infinite, it is not like a number which we can even imagine in our mind, because it is, I mean, like literally infinite means what? It is never ending. The Pudgal to infinite che. So it is beyond our mind's imagination or beyond a scientist's thinking that ketla like pudgal like parmanu chhe. Like when we say that the scientists have invented the telephone, the fridge, the television, the like mobile phone, હવે એ તો લિમિટેડ પુદ્ગલ થઈ ગયા. લિમિટેડ એટલે સાવ લિમિટેડ થઈ ગયા પુદ્ગલ. તો અરિહંત ભગવાનની કેપેસિટી એકચ્યુઅલી આપણને બતાડે છે કે અરિહંત ભગવાનની કેપેસિટી, meaning that any ek pariyay, ekaj pariyay, and like fine, let us understand how like how short a pariyay is. Punam is here. How short a pariyay is. In like 1 second, just 1 second, which is barely nothing. In 1 second, there are uncountable pariyay. Uncountable samay. Uncountable samay. I mean, like it is something to be fascinated about. It's like something to be proud about. Ke keval gnan nu how much in any like mahima che. So ek pariyay is equal. Ek pariyay happens in 1 samay. And like, what is the duration? What is the duration of 1 samay? It is in 1 second, there are uncountable that we can't even count. We can count to 1 billion, we can count to 1 trillion, we can count to 1 zillion. After that, maybe like a little bit more we can count, but this is literally uncountable. Atli fast, rapidity thing only like pariyai che. It is like so fast that like it like khali like avishak in the like knowledge of like somebody who has attained keval gnan. So ek pariyai ma, just in 1 pariyai, which is like such a like smallest, you can say, the time, એમાં અરિહંત ભગવાનને અનંત જીવનું જ્ઞાન થઈ જાય છે of the past, present and future. પછી અનંત પુદ્ગલ પરમાણુનું જ્ઞાન થઈ જાય છે, again of the past, present and future. એમની કે just of the present. Then like dharmastikai, adharmastikai, which is just 1 in quantity. Pachi akash, which is anant, again anant, like again ek pariyay ma, past, present and future. So can you imagine that there is no beginning, there is no end of this universe? And like ketlu ek pariyay ma ketlu જ્ઞાન થાય છે. અને કાલ એટલે time નું past, present and future. So like this is showing the the capacity of 1 pariyay of gnan. Gnan means knowledge, and knowledge is an attribute of the soul. Knowledge is like a quality of the soul which is not found in any of the remaining 5 substances. So like takat batade છે કે એક જ પર્યાય, અને એવી તો કેટલી અનંત પર્યાય હોય. Like whoever is attained keval gnan, એટલે અરિહંત ભગવાનને ને સિદ્ધ ભગવાનને, એટલે એનામાં તાકાત છે. So what is Arihant Bhagwan trying to tell us? કે આપણામાં, you and I, આપણામાં એટલી તાકાત છે, કારણ કે આપણે બી એવા જ આત્મા છે. આપણને જ્યારે કેવળ જ્ઞાન થશે, આપણામાં એટલી તાકાત છે. So we have got no excuse to say આ યાદ નથી રહેતું, કે મારી એજ થઈ ગઈ છે, because the age is related to the body. જ્ઞાન સાથે તો કઈ લેવા દેવાનું નથી, because જ્ઞાન is a pariyaay of atma, and age is a quality or an attribute of the body, and both the substances are different. Pudgal is different, jeev is different. So at any point, be it like 90 years old, or I mean at any age, we have got no excuse to say I can't learn, or I can't remember, because that is a mindset that we have built. But because we don't know our own capacity, this is our capacity, કે આપણને એક જ પર્યાયમાં અનંત જ્ઞાન થઈ જાય છે. So if we have to remember something, we should not like hesitate in any field, not just in this field, in any field, we should not hesitate, because we should always remember મારામાં તો અનંત જ્ઞાન લેવાની શક્તિ છે. So આપણું સામર્થ્ય બતાડે છે. This is showing our capability, and like this is showing that where we are supposed to head. કારણ કે અત્યારનું તો we're in the first ગુણસ્થાન, એટલે આપણે અત્યારનું તો સાવ limited જ છે knowledge. And compared to Arihant Bhagwan and મારું જ સ્વરૂપ, તમારું જ સ્વરૂપ આવું જ છે, Arihant Bhagwan જેવું, that we have that capability to attain infinite happiness. So now, like coming back to the dravya, that jeev are anant in this universe, pudgal are anantanant in like numbers. Dharmastika is one, adharmastika is one, akash is infinite, and kal is only limited to the universe where there are space units called pradesh, and ek pradesh upar ek kalanu છે. So the smallest unit of time is called kalanu. So in like each box, you can say, in like each box of space, the smallest box of space is called pradesh, and in that each box there is one kalanu. There is one kalanu. So atla bada time dravya પણ છે. So this is actually something that we should be proud about. And why is this point being stressed upon? We're not learning this to accumulate information. We're learning this to actually accumulate કે ઓલો ભાવ, કે મારું સ્વરૂપ આવું છે, અને જો ઈ મારું સ્વરૂપની મહિમા આવશે, એનું જો if we are highly pleased by it, only then we will experience the soul. Because આ આખો જૈન દર્શન ભાવ પ્રધાન છે. Jain darshan is not about accumulating a lot of knowledge, because even an animal can experience the soul. એને ખાલી અંદરથી એટલો બધો ભાવ આવે છે, એટલો બધો મહિમા આવે છે, કે હું તો આવો અરિહંત ભગવાન જેવો. કારણ કે એ બી જાય છે ને સમોવસરણમાં. A frog goes, a snake goes, an elephant goes. All of them go to the સમોવસરણ. એ લોકોને કઈ એટલું બધું આપણા જેવું like knowledge નથી, શાસ્ત્રનું આટલું બધું knowledge એ આપણને opportunity મળે છે. પણ એ લોકો બી સમ્યક દર્શન કરી લે છે. Now let's understand this with an example. In our like Jambudweep, like this is where we live. It is called Jambudweep, and it is an island. So like Dweep means island. So around the island, we have a sea called Lavarnas Samudra. So in that sea, so ek abo like famous example છે, કે એમાં એક મોટી fish હતી, મોટો માછલો હતો, very very huge. Like we can't like we don't see these kind of in the Indian Ocean or in the Atlantic Ocean. We don't see such fishes. However, in that big, so obviously his mouth is even very big. તેમાં તો કેટલી બધી સ્મોલ ફિશ અંદર જાય છે, બારે જાય છે, અંદર જાય છે, બારે જાય છે. પણ એ મોટી ફિશને કોઈ દિવસ એમ ભાવ નથી આવતો કે મને આ બધાને ખાઈ જવું છે. એને કોઈ દિવસ એવો થોટ નથી આવતો. પણ એના ઉપર એક નાની ફિશ બેઠી હોય છે, અને એને ભાવ આવે છે કે આનું તો મોઢું ખુલ્લું હોય છે, આને તો કેટલા બધા અંદર જાય છે, બારે જાય. જો હું હોત ને, હું તો આ બધાને ખાઈ જાત. તો એને ઓબ્વિયસલી ખાધા તો નથી, એને ખાલી ભાવ કર્યો. He just had a thought like that. એને ખાલી ભાવ કર્યો, એમાં ત્યાંથી સીધો જઈને નરકમાં ગયો. એટલે this Jain darshan is not about accumulating knowledge. It is about accumulating અંદરથી એકદમ ભાવ આવી જવો જોઈએ કે હું તો આત્મા જ છું અને મારામાં તો અનંત જ્ઞાન છે અને હું જ આ પરમાત્મા છું. હું જ પરમાત્મા છું. એવો એ અંદરથી જો ભાવ આવશે તો જ આત્મા અનુભૂતિ થશે. અને એની માટે આ દ્રવ્ય ગુણ પર્યાય to understand is extremely important, because like what are we doing? We're mixing the dravya gun paryay of pudgal and we're thinking that pudgal ni dravya gun paryay hu chu. But we need to understand each first separately and then to see that આ બે તો સાવ જુદા છે, because the other four દ્રવ્ય આપણને એટલા બધા આડા નથી આવતા. ધર્માસ્તિકાય, અધર્માસ્તિકાય, આકાશ ને કાલ, because our problem since infinite time is only believing I'm a body. If I got the body of Komal, I will believe I'm Komal. In the next life, if I get a body of say like a heavenly being, then I will believe I'm a heavenly being. If I get a body of a man, I will believe I'm a man. If I get the body of a woman, I'll believe I'm a woman. If I get the body of an elephant, I will start to believe I'm an elephant. એટલે આપણો એક જ પ્રોબ્લેમ છે કે આ જે શરીર મળ્યું છે એકદમ ઓલું એ લાઈક એકત્વ થઈ ગયું છે કે હું જ આ શરીર છું ને શરીરના જે બધા ભાવો થાય છે એ લાઈક મારા ભાવ છે અને મિસ્ટેક એક જ છે અને ગુણ આપણી પાસે અનંત છે. એટલે મિસ્ટેક આપણી એક જ છે કે રોંગ બિલીફ છે અને એનું નામ છે મિથ્યાત્વ. એક જ મિસ્ટેક છે કે આપણી રોંગ બિલીફ છે કે હું આ જે બધા like thoughts થાય છે એનો શાસ્ત્રમાં એક છે name which you can write it down. ભાવ કર્મ. The name is ભાવ કર્મ. Thoughts is not exact word. એટલે the real word is પરિણામ. પરિણામ એટલે રાગ, દ્વેષ, મોહ, માન, માયા, લોભ, રતિ, અરતિ, આ બધા જે આપણને ભાવો થાય છે ને, આ બધા જે બી ભાવ હોય, સારા હોય, ખરાબ હોય, એને ભાવ કર્મ કહેવાય. અને જે દ્રવ્ય કર્મ જે છે ને, દ્રવ્ય કર્મ, એ બધા those are made out of matter particles. Those are made out of matter particles. And a big mistake in the Jain philosophy, like amongst Jains, not Jain philosophy, but amongst Jains is that karma apru kain kharab kare che. But now this concept, like today, will become very, very clear to you ke ji apre karma ne ji dosh ape che ne, it actually pudgal che. એટલે pudgal kay apru કરી જ નહીં શકે. એ કઈ નહીં કરી શકે આપણે તો ખાલી એને દોષ આપે છે, પણ રિયાલિટીમાં એ તો દ્રવ્ય કર્મ છે. it is actually outside. It is actually like આપણું આત્મા હોય ને, it is surrounding it. It is a separate body and it has got, like you can say, a wall between the દ્રવ્ય કર્મ and the soul. કારણ કે એ તો પુદ્ગલ છે. પુદ્ગલ જીવનું શું કરશે અને જીવ પુદ્ગલનું શું કરશે? કઈ નહીં કરી શકે. So આ જે major misconception amongst Jains is that આપણું જે like પુદ્ગલ છે ને, પુદ્ગલ એટલે what we call દ્રવ્ય કર્મ. જે દ્રવ્ય કર્મ જે છે એ આપણું કંઈક સારું કરશે કે આપણું કંઈક ખરાબ કરશે. મેં જેવા કર્મ કર્યા છે એવો ફળ મળશે. I mean, that is what we normally say. But that is actually matter particles. That is actually matter particles. And so the understanding over there is wrong. Ki to actually atma ni bahar che, it actually boundary ni bahar che. To make it clearer, I think more or less from everyone's faces it seems that it is clear, but just in case if it is not clear, if there's a football ground, we can't have the audience in the ground, can we? I mean, there's always that boundary. There's always that boundary and the audience will sit outside the boundary. The audience never can come and sit in the ground. Never means never, not in this year, not in any year. because there's that boundary, that boundary is only for the players. In the same way, ek boundary che, and because of that boundary, the dravya karma can never ever enter in the soul. And it can't do anything of the soul, because આપણું એક belief follow છે કે ઈશ્વર તો કરતા નથી, because in other you could say faiths they will believe that Ishwar is doing something, and in Jain will believe karma is doing something. But karma is not doing anything. Karma is actually not doing anything. It is there, it is present, but it is not doing anything. Now we come back to like dravya gun pariyaay, and have only book muko. Now we look at the definition of gun. So each dravya, jeev has got infinite good qualities, Pudgal has got infinite good qualities, and the remaining four, dharmastikai, adharmastikai, akash and kal, each have got infinite good qualities. Okay, now prashna. Okay, ek જ minute જરા ખા. વિશ્વ કોને કહે છે? ઉત્તર, છ દ્રવ્યના સમૂહ. Samuha means that togetherness, the togetherness of the 6 types, not cha dravya meaning not only 6 substances, but 6 types of substances. Not togetherness, it is the universe is basically made out of these 6 substances. Now look, there's a reference from Pravachansar Gatha 124. Vishwa samasta padartho dravya gun pariyaay. Samasta એટલે બધાય છ substances na dravya gun ne paryay. So of jeev, of pudgal, dharmastikai, adharmastikai and akash and kal. છ દ્રવ્ય નામ જીવ, પુદ્ગલ, ધર્મ, અધર્મ એટલે ધર્માસ્તિકાય, અધર્માસ્તિકાય, આકાશ અને કાળ. સદાય આ છ દ્રવ્ય જ, look, જ, Acharya, sorry, this book has not been written by Acharya, it has been written by Gopal Dasji. આ છ દ્રવ્ય જ નો એક meaning છે. જ means કે આટલું જ, આના કરતા વધારે ની, આના કરતા ઓછું ની. So એટલે ઓલો જ મૂકવામાં આવ્યો, જ વિશ્વ છે. તેમાંથી કદી ઓછું, ઓછા, વધતા થતા નથી. તો લાઈક ક્વોન્ટિટીમાં ડિક્રીઝ બી નહીં થાય અને વધશે બી નહીં. ઓકે, નેક્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન. દ્રવ્ય કોને કહે છે? હવે now this is another like explanation of dravya. ગુણોના સમૂહને દ્રવ્ય કહે છે. ગુણોના સમૂહ, so the togetherness of the infinite good qualities, the togetherness is called dravya. So this example, we had taken an example last week, like a family can't be one daughter or one son. A family will be mother, father, brother, sister. If we just say that family is sister or family is brother, that doesn't make any sense. So we can't say that maybe the dravya is made out of a certain number of gun and that is called dravya. But no, infinite good qualities, the togetherness, that unit is called dravya. Like how we call a family of 5, like a family, we can't say one by itself is a family. In the same way, the unit of infinite good qualities or attributes in English is called gun. Now, Madhvi had asked this question, gun kone kahe che? Last week she was asking, so like I guess now she can watch the recording. Gun kone kahe che? Now this is important. Je dravya na sarva bhago. Look, sarva means all space. Now like Trupti, this will become easy for you because we did the drawing on Sunday. Je dravya na sarva bhagoma ane teni sarva avastao, there's another word for it which is called pariyaay. Teni sarva avastama rahe che, tene gun kahe che. Okay, now close the book. Sarva bhago. Now look at my hand. And let me, okay. Yeah. So now, is it that Nilamanti ke ek gun aya che? કારણ કે આપણામાં તો અનંત ગુણ છે ને? તો એક ગુણ અહીંયા છે, 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 એવી રીતે છે? What do you think, Neelaman?
બધી બાજુ છે ગુણ આખા આખા હાથમાં
No, like show me, how is it placed? What do you think? How is it placed? Show me by just like drawing it on your hand.
બધી
થોડોક આગળ લઈ આવો, થોડોક હાથ આગળ લઈ આવો એટલે બધાને દેખાય.
અહીંયા બધી છે ગુણ
ઓકે ના એટલે એક એક ગુણ કેવી રીતે છે? ઇઝ ઇટ લાઈક એક લાઈક જ્ઞાન ગુણ અહીંયા, ચારિત્ર ગુણ અહીંયા, દર્શન ગુણ અહીંયા, સુખ ગુણ અહીંયા, વીર્ય ગુણ અહીંયા, અસ્તિત્વ ગુણ અહીંયા, વસ્તુત્વ દ્રવ્યત્વ એવી રીતે છે?
ના
એવી રીતે નથી. તો આશીષ, according to you, how is it? We can't hear you.
It's everywhere.
No, but show it. How is it everywhere? How is it everywhere?
It's just the whole thing, like all the
Yeah.
good.
Yes. He's like absolutely right. Now, like let's make it easy. Is it that we just have blood in the head and we have got no blood in the legs and hands? No, it's not like that. We have got blood everywhere, equally spread out everywhere. Isn't it? Blood in the body is everywhere. In the same way, now look at my hand. Now it'll become easy. Gyan gun is everywhere. Everywhere meaning everywhere. It is everywhere. Sarva bhagoma. Sarva bhagoma. Everywhere. Then next gun is charitra gun. Charitra gun is everywhere. Everywhere. Then darshan gun. Darshan gun is everywhere. Then virya. Virya is everywhere. Then kriyavati shakti. Kriyavati shakti is everywhere. So everywhere. It is basically everywhere. It is like taking this is only an example. So try to just like visualize the top of the cake and not the whole cake, because this is only an example for us to understand that if we put chocolate sauce, for example, it is everywhere. Then if it is a round cake, so we put it everywhere, chocolate sauce everywhere. Then we take raspberry sauce and we put it everywhere. Then we take strawberry sauce, we put it everywhere. Then caramel sauce, we put it everywhere. Then maple syrup, we put it everywhere. So everything anant. Anant gun badhi baju che. Badhi baju meaning it is in like one way you can say, only for understanding, it is not overlapping, but you can say that it is overlapping. It is like gyan aya, pachi charitra aya, પછી સુખ અહીંયા, વીર્ય, શાંતિ, અસ્તિત્વ, વસ્તુત્વ, દ્રવ્યત્વ, all અનંત ગુણ અહીંયા બધે છે. So it is not like a sack of mug that એક દાણો like છૂટો છે, એવી રીતે નથી. So you should like Bindi, you should not think that અહીંયા જ્ઞાન છે, પછી દર્શન, પછી જ્ઞાન, પછી વીર્ય, સુખ, ક્રિયાવતી, દ્રવ્યત્વ, અસ્તિત્વ, વસ્તુત્વ, એવી રીતે નથી. Each and every gun is sarva bhagoma and sarva avasthaoma. Avastha means in each and every pariyaay. It is there in each and every pariyaay, because having next house a pariyaay in definition, and you will understand that pariyaay is actually the manifestation of gun. Because remember, we had talked about this in the last class, that the dravya has got two angles, be it soul, be it jeev, pudgal, dharmastikai, adharmastikai, or tar. Tamena talalita ben last week. So basically the soul, we'll just take soul as an example, but all chadravya have got two angles. We are not saying parts. This is a very, very important point. We are never saying parts. And like even in Jinagam, there's a name called Nai. Dravyarthik Nai or Pariyaayarthik Nai. But let's not use the difficult words right now. So there are two angles. The two angles are Dravya and Pariyaay. Dravya and Pariyaay. Now, with Dravyani definition, we just learned that Dravya is the samuha of gun. Guno no samuha ne Dravya kehvai che. So it is the infinite togetherness. It is the infinite togetherness of gun, which is called Dravya. So dravya we have already learned. Now gun also, the definition we have learned, it is in each and every you can say special unit of the soul or of the dravya, because soul ma ekla ma nathi, like छह dravya ma છે. So it is in each and every part of the dravya. So dravya side they've covered. Now it is saying it is the manifestation of the manifestation or the activity that happens. The activity that happens is pariyaay. So you have understood this, and I will like prove it to you that it is not difficult at all. At all, it is not difficult. Let's take a mango. This example also we used last week. The mango was bought on day 1. And on day 8, it turned from green color. When it was bought, it was raw. And on the 8th day, it went from green color to yellow color. So the dravya remained constant, as you saw. It's not that we changed the mango on the 8th day, or we didn't change the mango on the 5th day or the 7th day. It is the same mango, so the dravya is remaining constant. Nama gun suatu gun atau color. Now, what was the guni activity suthe? Guni activity suthe, from green color, it went to yellow color. That is the activity that happened. See, color is the gun, but the activity that took place, like the activity that happened within the span of the 8 days, like it was from changing. So now just forget about the time dravya. Don't bring it in over here. So the activity that happened of the gun is from changing from green to yellow. Now let's take another example. Another example is a child is born. For example, her name is Jill. When Jill was born, her height was 30 centimeters. Her height was 30 centimeters on day 1 when she was born. And then 365 days later, meaning when she was 1 year old, her height became into 90 centimeters. So the dravya is Jill, who is remaining the same from day 1 to 1 year old. She is the same dravya, each dravya. The gun is the height. The height is the gun. What is the activity that is happening? The activity that is happening is from 30 centimeters to 90 centimeters. So that is the change. So pariyaay is in pariyaay we will always see change. Now like let's take another example. So like another example is of like a sweater. I bought a sweater 5 years ago. It was bright blue in color. And today, because of washing it several times, it has become into light blue in color. So the dravya is the sweater, the gun is the color, and it has changed from dark blue to a light blue. Now let's use the example of soul. Abade apne pudgal na example saipa. Now we know that Atma has a gun called knowledge or gyan. So Atma is the dravya. Ema ek gun che called knowledge. For example, today I'm in first Gunistan because I'm a mithya drishti jeev. I attained Samyak Darshan and I moved to fourth Gunistan. So dravya is the soul, gun is the gyan no gun, and pariyaay માં શું થયું? Mithya to samyak. From wrong belief to, sorry, I used the wrong gun. The gun is darshan, sorry. Gun is darshan. Darshan means faith or like belief. So like darshan gun. At the moment, my like belief is wrong belief because I'm still in first Gunistan. But the minute I attain Samyak Darshan, the minute I experience the soul, I immediately get Samyak Darshan. Like, I mean, the name given to somebody who has attained Samyak Darshan is Samyak Drashti Jeev. So what has happened? So the Atma, the Jeev, is the Dravya. The Gun is Darshan Gun. And the change that has happened, because it is the gun which is doing the activity. It is the gun is constant, but the activity that happens is called pariyaay. that activity that happens is called pariyaay. So from mithya, to, like wrong belief, to samyak. Samyak means right belief. So now all of you will give one example. Give only of Pudgal today. Don't bring in Jeev. I will give you 4 gun of Pudgal. Obviously, they're infinite, but like today I will only give you 4. And you think about it and you give me an example. So one, you can write this down. The 4 gun of Pudgal, of like matter particles, are sparsh, SP. Wait, I can even write it down in the chat just to get the correct spelling. Sparsh, ras, gandh, and varna. All of them are there. You can just write it down. Sparsh, ras, gandh, and varna. So it is, I mean, they're quite simple. Sparsh, like this is how like the children do it. So if you do it in this way, you will remember it in one day. Sparsh means touch. Ras means taste, tongue. Now go upwards, go upwards. Gandh means nose, smell. Gandh means nose, and varna means color. Varna means color. So do it with your finger, and you have to remember it in this order. Don't say first gandh, then varn, then sparsh. Say it in this order so you will remember sparsh, ras, gandh, varna. Sparsh, ras, gandh, varna. And you can even write down the English names. Sparsh means touch. Ras means taste. Gandh means smell. And varna means color. One more time. Sparsh means touch.
Varna means color or to see?
No, varna means color. Sight is not called varna. There's a name for it. Anyway, it will just come to me. No, it will no. It like doesn't mean sight. Sparsh, ras, gandh, varna. So sparsh means touch. Ras means taste. Gandh means smell, and varna means color. Now, this will give you an idea that when I taste something that I like, I think that I like it. Who am I? I'm a soul. So we are mixing the two. Are you able to understand that this is actually happening in the matter particles, but we are thinking that it is happening in me and I am a soul. But let's just keep that point on one side, and it will like click to you as well, like after like a few examples. Now whoever is ready, you can use any one, or you can use 2 3 even in the same example, and you can explain. Remember, these 4 are the gun. These 4 are the gun, and the example you use, you will use one dravya. If you use mango, use one mango day 1 to day 8. If you use fruit, sorry, not fruit, but if you use like clothing material, use from, say, like I like bought it on this date, and after 2 years it was like this. So the same dravya should be used. Don't change the dravya. You can think, and then you can just raise your hand. Okay, yeah, Trupti.
So for me, I'm just thinking about tiles. The tiles in our house. Tiles are constant, but the touch when they are new, they are very smooth. But as the time passes, it becomes a bit rough. And that is the sparsh, we can say, the touch of the tiles. And one more thing is the color.
Even the color. એક મિનિટ તમે આવી રીતે બોલો એમાં દ્રવ્ય શું છે, ગુણ શું છે ને પર્યાય શું છે, because what you said is accurate. It's 100% correct.
Yeah. Dravya is tiles. Gun is sparsh, that is touch. And the changing part is the touch from smooth to roughness.
Excellent. Very good example. Okay. And Pachi, you were saying another gun, color.
Color, yeah. So again, in that, the tiles is the, what you call it, constant part, and
The dravya.
dravya is tiles. The gun is color. That is the changing of the color.
No, gun. Yeah. Now say the activity that happens, the change that happens is pariyaay.
Yeah. That is, the pariyaay is color, changing of the color.
Changing of the color.
So, yeah.
So what color did it change from?
Like, for example, the tiles are brown color, and as and when, as the time passes, the color becomes light and it changes into cream color.
Good. So say brown to cream. Very good.
Yeah.
Brown to cream. Yeah. Very good example. So you use 2 in one example. So excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Now next, anybody? Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Come on, Ashish. Okay, anybody else? My mom is also listening, so she's saying apple is dravya. Gun is the taste.
Color change. If you keep it position like this, the color changes.
No, so look, then don't bring color. If you're saying taste, then you say taste is from, say, sour to sweet. Sour to sweet. So her example is at apple. So apple is the dravya. Gun is the ras. And it is changed. The pariyaay is from sour to sweet. Yeah, so that is correct. Okay. You can even use another fruit. You don't have to think too much out of the box, because this is only for your understanding. Yes, Neelamanti.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the pineapple, and the smell of it. When it's still raw, I mean, not yet ripe. એમાં બહુ સુગંધ ના હોય, પણ પાકી જાય એટલે એની સુગંધ આવે વધારે. એટલે પાઇનેપલ દ્રવ્ય છે, એનું ગુણ છે સ્મેલ.
સ્મેલ એટલે ગંધ.
ગંધ, હા. અને પર્યાય છે કાચામાંથી પાકી.
No.
એટલે ના,
Smell.
સોરી. હા.
Smell. So you can say from no
sweet,
smell to sweet smell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so good. So from no smell to sweet smell.
Sweet
yeah.
smell.
Okay, fine. Next. Bindi. The next is
I had an example in mind before you mentioned the 4 gun, because now it doesn't come under any of these. So
it's okay,
I don't
give it. It's okay, no problem. It like might also be correct. It's okay.
So you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought, like a grain, 1 grain of mung dal, mung, yeah? So when you soak it and then you leave it in a warmer area and it sprouts. So I don't know if I'm right, but I thought that would be the dravya, the mug, yeah? And then when it sprouts, that would be maybe the growth of it, the height. I don't know, but
no, it's no. You are on the right track. So gun is like maybe growth. I mean, that's not correct, because growth is usually used for people, not for pulses.
Yeah.
But like growth, yeah. So growth. And growth is maybe from, say, like or you can use maybe a gun called touch, because maybe from hard, because mug is hard, isn't it? It's quite hard.
Yeah.
And then when it becomes into a sprout, it becomes soft.
Yeah.
So I guess that is also correct. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, but even like when for taste, like the mug which is not sprouted, it's hard and it's probably the taste is different. When you sprout it, it's different. So I don't know if that comes into it as well.
Yes, it does. But then pariyaay is different. So if you take touch, so the touch will be from hard to soft. If you take if you take gun as taste, because now it is a separate gun. So if you take gun as taste, so it'll be, say, from like mug maybe has got no taste when it is not cooked. So maybe from no taste to tasty, because now the taste has now flavored with maybe spices or how it is cooked.
Yeah.
So two are different. Don't take the two gun together. The first gun is touch, from hard to soft. The second one is the ras gun, from no taste to taste, or from less taste. I mean, no taste is not it's not accurate really, because there is a taste. So from less taste to tasty.
Better taste, yeah.
Yeah, better taste. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Okay, next is Rahul. And then Veena auntie, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Okay. I'm going to use the example of Lutu iron. That is the dravya that remains constant. But gun, I'm going to combine maybe 3 or 4 gun, and all of them changing at the same time.
Yes, but take pariyaay of each. So if you take sparsh, explain of sparsh first, then ras, etc. Yeah.
Okay. So first one, okay. Color, word. Okay. If the apne ludu ne ekdam tapawe in a kiln, so from the color of it is metallic, so it's silvery kind of metal color, and then as it gets hotter, it becomes red. Okay, so that is the change of color from like gray silver to red. But that is one gun, and then the pariyaay is a change of that color. Second gun I could use is sparsh. So before you heat it, you touch it, it's hard, but after it's heated, it becomes softer. And obviously in hand. Okay, so that the gun is the touch. Sparsh gun, and then from hard to soft.
So say pariyaay. Use the word pariyaay. So you start to get familiar with these words.
Okay.
The pariyaay is the change.
Pariyaay is from soft, from hard to soft.
Very good. Good example.
And then the other two, I'll because we don't have them so much as gun, so I don't know what they're called, but you'll help me with that. Shape.
Yeah, shape is a gun. Yeah.
Solid, whatever shape, it's original, but it's solid, it doesn't move. But as it gets heated, it will become more fluid, more liquidy maybe. So it will change shape.
Good.
The gun is shape, and the pariyaay is from something solid to more liquid.
Very good.
Shape, very much in shape.
Yeah, good. So now Veena auntie, give your example. And then Poonam, and then who is remaining? Ashish is remaining. Isn't it? Ashish, you have not answered. Yeah. Okay. And also Lalita Ben is remaining. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking of water.
Yes.
Water is dravya. So when you freeze it, it becomes hard. So to touch, so the pariyaay is, it becomes hard to touch. Sparsh.
So from you can
from
say
liquid to hard when it becomes ice. So the pariyaay is hard. The gun is
the gun is sparsh, yeah? Is that sparsh, yeah. So
yes.
yes.
So
hard.
from liquid to hard, or from normal temperature becomes cold. So the gun is the temperature. And to touch, it becomes, to touch is very cold, sparsh. Am I getting
Okay,
it
so
right?
you have I think you have understood it. It's just because it's new, so at times it's a bit difficult to put everything together. Take one by one. Sparsh is the gun. So from
Yes.
liquid to so from
The
liquid
water
you can
is
say
normal.
soft. Yeah, you can say from soft touch of like water to maybe a hard touch of the ice cube.
Yeah.
So that's gun number one is sparsh. Then the second gun you said is temperature.
Yeah.
So like temperature, say from example, 37 degrees to maybe
zero
like
degree.
0 degrees. So the second gun is temperature, and e gun ni pariyaay, the temperature gun ni pariyaay is basically from 37 to 0, because you have to show the change, like how like Rahul said, from hard to soft. You have to show that change that is happening. Yeah, so good. So that was a good example. Good thinking. Next. Chish. Punam is also remaining here. Ashish first, you.
Okay.
Say, yeah.
A piece of wood, for example.
Oh.
In the beginning, it will just be like when it's new wood, it might look more whiter or, yeah. So that would be the Verna, the
Burn, very good. Yeah, color.
pariyaay Verna, Nagur. But Verna changed from a lighter wood, it starts getting darker with time.
Good, yeah, good example. So the dravya is the wood, the gun is the varna, and the activity that happens in the like the pariyaay, the activity is actually the pariyaay. So from light color to dark color. Yeah. Okay, Punam, and then Lalita Ben.
Sorry, I've missed part of this, but slightly different example. I'm thinking about a person who's had a stroke. So person is the dravya, the gun is ability to speak, and the pariyaay is...
No. Speaking is not a gun, because speaking is made out of the bhasha vargana. It's actually good you brought it up. Bhasha vargana that happens, like that is like matter particles, and those matter particles are because it is bhasha vargana. Vargana means it is like a jatho. Jatho means it is a big like a heap full. It is like a heap full of parmanu together. So speech will not come there. Yeah.
Would ability to do anything else, like even to walk, maybe, would that or is that
okay, yeah. I mean, just use these four for now. Just try to think along these lines, because this is still the beginning
initial
of these classes. Yeah. So if you use others, you might not have understood the concept. Like speech is actually like a heap full of pudgal parmanu together. It is not one or two. It's like not even two. It's like many together.
Okay. Maybe an example of a rose wilting. So jare khilelo hoi phul tyare no color compared to dry thai jai tyare. So the flower is the dravya, the gun is the varn, the color, and the pariyaay is going from colorful to like maybe a red color to a browner color, maybe.
Good. Yeah, so that's correct. Lalita Ben, last example. Unmute. Savita auntie, if you want to speak, you can just unmute, even if you can't turn on your video, if you want to give an example, as Lalita Ben is getting ready.
Yeah, I'll give an example of a carpet. When it is new, it's nice and shiny and fluffy, so touch is soft. And as it grows a bit older, it changes color and it becomes more hard. It's not soft anymore.
Okay.
So I don't know what to say about other things, but this is how I understand.
Your like example is 100% correct. So like, what is the dravya in your example?
Carpet.
And what is the first gun? Because you have said 2 guns. So what is the first gun?
Touch, soft.
Touch. So what was the pariyaay? What was the change?
The change is going from soft to hard.
Very good. And then the second one was like, which gun did you say?
I haven't said the second one.
Color boila ne tame?
Yeah, the color changes as well. Yeah.
So what is the change that happened in the color?
The color becomes a little bit lighter or more dustier as time goes by.
Exactly. So yeah, so the color is from, this is only an example. Color is from cream to brown because of the dust or like any. Fine.
Yeah.
So everyone's examples are 100% correct. Everyone has given very good examples. Now your homework will be to think of one example where you can apply all 4: sparsh, ras, gandh, varna. Let me give you an example so it will become like easy for you. I bought a sweater which was blue in color. And when I bought it, it was a very soft. It was like very soft, so sparsh. But after wearing it for several years, the material became hard. So that's sparsh gun. Ras. I spilt on it some ketchup. So from a no taste, it became, in quotes, tasty because there was some sauce spilt on it, right? Gandh. Because of the newness of the sweater, it was smelling fresh. But after several washes, that freshness of that new sweater smell started to disappear. Varna, which is the easiest, from a dark blue, it went to a light blue because of the several washes. So it is not difficult. You can even use the same thing on an apple or any fruit, any food item, you can use it. So think of one example, and next week we will do it. Now, there was something else that we wanted to do. Just go back to the book. We only have 2 minutes remaining. Okay, pariyaay kone kahe છે? પર્યાય કોને કહીશું? દ્રવ્ય, ગુણ, પર્યાય. દ્રવ્ય, ગુણો ના સમૂહને દ્રવ્ય કહે છે. So the togetherness of infinite gun is called dravya. Gun kone kahe છે? જે દ્રવ્યના સર્વ ભાગ, it is everywhere meaning everywhere. અને તેની सर्व અવસ્થાઓ means in all its પર્યાય. જે રહે છે તેને ગુણ કહે છે. Now, pariyaay is the activity now. It is the activity. Guno na vishesh karya. Look, karya means activity. Guno na like vishesh means specific. Guno na specific, like the specific activity that happens is called pariyaay. So guno na guno na vishesh karya ne parinamo ne પર્યાય કહે છે. But for now, just let's use the word karya, and then slowly we will even understand the second word. But for now, let's just use activity, so it just like sits in the mind quickly. ગુણોના વિશેષ કાર્યને પર્યાય કહે છે. Now, oli balbot પાઠમાલા, your homework was to read chapter 2 in Balbot Patmala part 1. Let's just quickly go over those questions in just a minute, because there are only, I think, 4 or 5 questions. I hope everybody has read chapter 2. It is the Chattari Mangalam. And a book ma, the one like Nilamanti just open, Emma be very nice meanings, Shabade. So next time we can do it. Now, as she's opening the book, okay, she's open. Please go down. Chapter 2. So these questions we answered last time. Char Mangal. So I hope everybody has read. If you've read, just like raise your hand with the icon so I can know that whether you've read it or you have not read it. Okay, Bindi has read it. Neelam auntie has read it. Veena auntie has read it. Ashish, how about?
I have not read it.
Okay, Poonam, Rahul. Okay, fine, no problem. Read it. And also like Trupti has like read it. Okay, Char Mangal, read it. Chattari Mangalam, Arihanta Mangalam, Siddha Mangalam, Sahu Mangalam, Kevali Pannato Dhammo Mangalam. Mangal meaning man neji gade, man, so man, not, sorry, man plus એને destroy કરવો એટલે ગાળવું એને મંગલ કહેવાય. એટલે આ જે ચાર છે જે અહીંયા જો લોકમાં ચાર મંગળ છે. અરિહંત ભગવાન, સિદ્ધ ભગવાન is the second one. Sadhu, which includes the Acharya Upadhyay and like Sadhu. So the in the Sadhu, Acharya and Upadhyay are included. And the fourth one is કેવડી ભગવાનને બોલેલા વિતરાગ ધર્મને મંગળ કહે છે. Let's understand the meaning of vitrag. Vitrag means something or someone who does not have any likes or dislikes. Vitrag meaning he is in this state where he does not have any likes or dislikes, and that is nobody else but Kevadi Bhagwan. Only one who is like in this state of only gyan, and no likes, no dislikes, only infinite knowledge, only he is called Vitrag. And that is Kevadi Bhagwan or Arihant Bhagwan or like Siddha Bhagwan. But here what they're trying to say is Arihant Bhagwane batavelo Vitrag dharmane bhi mangal kahe છે. So the first one is Arihant, the second one is Siddh, the third one is Sadhu, which includes Acharya and Upadhyay, and the fourth one is the entire Jain Dharma, which is a Mangal, because it is giving us that philosophy to help us to get rid of all the vices, and of which one of them is obviously ego. So ji man ne gade che ene Mangal kehvai છે. Okay, so now if you have not read it, read it, and now go down. Let's just answer the questions because it is pretty simple, this one. Mangal, if you can please make it a little big. Mangal uttam ane sharan shabdona arth samjavo. Who would like to answer? Mangal uttam ane sharan shabdona arth samjavo. Trupti, I think your hand is up. You can unmute.
Yeah. Mangal means benefaction.
Yeah.
And that means the gift or the donation which we receive from Arihant Bhagwan, Siddha Bhagwan, Acharya Bhagwan, and Upadhyay Bhagwan. These are the four benefactors in the world. And Supreme is the one
fourth is the dharma even, because
dharma, yeah.
Arihant Siddh are 1 and 2. The third one, Sadhu, includes Acharya and Upadhyay. Yeah. So all three come under the third number.
Yeah. And fourth is the dharma. Yeah. And Supreme is the one who is greatest in this world, is called Supreme. The religion of non-attachment preached by omniscient is a supreme entity. Omniscient is the one who knows everything, who is knowing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Who has all the knowledge is the omniscient. And the third one is shelter, which means that we all should stay in the shelter of the supreme body, like the omniscient. The
Arihant
Arihant
and Siddh.
Siddha, yeah, Arihant Siddha. We
Only.
should take
Only.
there.
Yeah.
We should take એમનું શરણ લેવું જોઈએ એમ.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So let's answer the next three. આપણે કોને શરણ લેવું જોઈએ? So that she's already answered. Number like 1 and 2. 3, 4, and 5. We can answer it in the next class because we've already taken 5 minutes extra. Yeah. Okay. So let's, and you can just close this.